Okay, so we're just about to watch the premiere of Terminator Dark Fate. Now, The Terminator, which is the full title of the original from 1984, was a game-changing sci-fi dystopian film. It was a bit more mainstream than something like Blade Runner, but it was quite seismic, to the point that in America they have, I think it's the United States Library or something, they submit certain films that are of cultural or aesthetic significance into the archive for preservation. Halloween went in, I think, last year, and The Terminator is in there. It's considered like a major moment in American cinematic history. I'd love to go to that vault and just get lost with a big, huge packet of Pringles. Wouldn't you? And just watch more. Anyway, of course, it kind of launched James Cameron's career. Well, it did launch James Cameron's career, and it really solidified Schwarzenegger. That's it, the premiere 2 minutes away. And it's have you seen it?
I've seen the first one. I don't know if I've seen. I don't remember it at all.
Oh right.
I remember a really retro dated scene with him looking in a mirror.
Yeah.
I remember something with his eye, and he just looked really plastic.
Yeah, and the special. I mean, obviously, if you're not going to it to see if the special effects are kind of relevant today, but anyway, this is the 6th installment.
Right.
Terminator Dark Fate. And it's directed by Tim Miller. And Tim Miller's notable because he directed the first Deadpool.
Oh.
Yeah. So, we got... and we weren't as big a fan of the first Deadpool as the second. James Cameron is, they say, responsible for the story. So I'm kind of excited because I'm keen to see how the Terminator...
Have you seen all of them?
I've seen only the first one.
Oh, right.
And I re-saw the first one not that many years ago, a special screening. And it is dated, and it lacks that sort of darkness and layeredness that I feel things like Blade Runner have. But I'm kind of keen to see whether they might bring some of that to bear on this. Do you know what I mean? What do you think? What do you think of Arnie Schwarzenegger? Are you a fan?
I love him.
I find him very camp.
He is a bit.
The whole thing about him is quite camp.
Yeah. Get to the chopper! No!
I just love it when you do that. It's just like your natural singing voice just comes into its own. You know what I'm saying? And of course, poor old Arnie recovering from a drop kick in South Africa.
That was horrible.
That was absolutely horrible. Really, I know. And he's an old man, so it'll be interesting. But he looks buff, man. If I look like that at 71...
his muscles are mad.
He's got muscles on his muscles. Here we go. Get to the chopper!
No!
Jesus Christ.
Get to the chopper! No!
2 days ago, I had this nice, simple life. And now it's a nightmare.
Recognize her.
If travel is searching and home has been found, I'm not stopping.
Oh my god. Oh.
God, she did that with no...
Is that Linda Hamilton?
Who are you? My name is Sarah Connor. Never seen one like you before. Almost human. I am human. Why do you care what happens to her? Because I was her.
Arnie!
How do we win? We win by keeping you alive.
I'm going hunting.
I'm going hunting.
It didn't look bad.
Doesn't look bad. Liquefied AI biotech. Did you see that happen to Mum when she fell on the red carpet the other night? If you haven't seen it, here's Nadia Sawalha off the telly falling on the red carpet again.
Oh no, not again.
I'm doing. If I can find a way to put it into everything, I will. No. I know what you mean. I was kind of hoping there'd be a bit more of Arnie.
Yeah, I knew you would.
I've got a
You
bit
got
of
a
a
crush.
Well, I haven't actually got a man crush on
you say
Arnie.
this
No, I
in
haven't.
every review you go, I've got a bit of a crush on.
I haven't.
and
I'll tell you what
then
I
you
have
just
got a
sit
bit of
there
a
and
crush
have
on
to
though.
listen to-
I'll tell you what I have got a bit of a crush on.
Who?
His right bicep. Only his right bicep.
That's the right one.
I like the fact that it's a female lead protagonist. I like that. That's a good move, all in the right
Yeah,
direction.
strong women.
And do you know what it reminded me of a little bit at the edges? I don't know why, but it had a bit of Mad Max about it. I don't know whether it was because the woman looked like it and there were a lot of cars driving around.
It was a bit Mad
It was
Max.
a bit Mad Maxy. I don't know if I'm entirely convinced by that sort of liquefied.
Yeah, I mean, it was
CGI
kind of
thing.
cool at that bit where he kind of made another
Yeah.
person out of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, just after a while, it's only cool for a certain amount of time. Isn't it? If
Absolutely.
it keeps happening, then you're just a bit like,
I mean, what you're saying is if I could do that, you'd only be impressed the first time.
yeah,
Because pretty much once you've done it once, there's only so much you can really do.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, well...
But it didn't look bad.
Didn't look bad.
I don't think I'll see it though. I haven't really seen any of them enough. And
No, you're not invested in the franchise.
I'm not.
It reminded me of Alita, given that James Cameron was the producer of that.
Of
There's a bit of
course,
Alita in there. There's something about James Cameron's thing, other than Aliens, which I like, the sequel to Alien.
Oh, yeah.
Something about James Cameron's oeuvre
Yeah.
that doesn't quite have that
He
battered...
did Avatar, didn't he?
Yeah, it doesn't have that battered authenticity that we
No,
like
no.
of Blade Runner. See,
I don't, it doesn't get quite dark enough. His films.
doesn't get dark enough. And also the tech is a bit surface.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Bit surface.
But Avatar could have been really dark. It
Exactly.
wasn't dark.
Whereas one film I'm really looking forward to, I think it comes out next year, is Dune by Denis Villeneuve, who did Blade Runner 2049. Because I think he goes for that sort of organic kind of authenticity.
Yeah.
It just feels a bit glossy.
Yeah, it does. It wasn't getting like, I don't know.
Give us
Anyway.
one more rendition of Arnie.
Get to the chopper! No!
Obviously that's a different film, but that's Arnie and he's in this
Predator.
film. Yeah, it's Predator. Thank you. Thanks, Maddie. Thank you for joining me on this premiere.